This was it. The pyramid's central chamber. Its dark heart. Once before in my life, I'd stood in front of a door and thought, this is it. If I go through there, I'm going to die. I'd been wrong then. I hoped I was wrong now.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie. Today we're back with another episode of Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. And last time we got our way through the jungle, which we did have to look up how to do. We finished the next sequence with Nico, and then we figured out what to do with the first part of the film set. Now we got to figure out how to deal with the grumpy director here so we can get over to that pillar and find the last stone, which is, I think, the Eagle Stone. What's this here?
Yeah, hang on there a minute, champ. No messing with the equipment, or the Union will be down on yous.
Oh, okay. It was a portable movie camera. There was nothing else I wanted to ask the cameraman. The truck carrying the camera had sunk into the wet sand. It was the cameraman. You don't look happy.
Why should I be happy? Look at that cave. It's supposed to be where the treasure is.
So?
Look at it. It's crap. Does that look like the sort of place anybody would hide treasure? I should have had props build me a proper damn cave. A cinematic cave.
What do you mean, a cinematic cave?
One with drama. Danger. One that looks like the mouth of a big stone skull would be cool. But I'd settle for drama and danger.
Why don't you use that cave up on the rock pillar at the end of the beach?
We don't have a stuntman anymore.
Hey, I'll do the stunt.
I appreciate the offer, but if you fall, you'll sue us.
No, I won't.
Everybody hear that?
I heard it.
Good enough, we're covered. Got any experience?
Death-defying leaps, desperate fistfights, getting caught in explosions, you name it.
Okay, people, move out. We're shooting the scene at the end of the beach.
No, we're not. The camera's still bogged down.
Shoot, I forgot about that. No go, Stobart. We'll have to use this cave after all.
What about the portable one? It's right there.
It was a portable movie. Flash?
Yep.
We can't film at the Needle Rock because the camera's bogged down, right?
You got it, champ.
So why can't we use the portable camera instead?
You know, that's a pretty smart idea.
I've been talking to the cameraman. He's got a portable camera.
So
you can use the cave in that rock pillar at the end of the beach. That's a dramatic cave if ever I saw one.
we ain't got a stabilized harness for it. The camera'll wobble.
Did D.W. Griffiths have a stabilized harness when he made Birth of a Nation?
You're right, damn it. Hitchcock, Wells, none of them needed one. For crying out loud, Sam Raimi stabilized his camera on a plank. Props, get me a plank. We're gonna wing it. Hot dog. We're gonna do a cinema verite pirate movie. George, get to wardrobe. We're gonna make you a star.
On my way. Ready when you are, Mr. Hawks. The stone which Ketchum captured from the Spanish. The Eagle Stone.
I returned to Quaramonte and found that Georges had left a message with Conchita. He'd already left for the Indian village, so I hurried to catch up with him. When I arrived, I found a scene of desolation.
Oh, we left here a long time ago. Oh no.
These sunglasses are George's.
It's gotta be the
George.
general.
Where are you? Titipoco, I'm almost glad to see you. You little asshole. What happened here? Are you responsible for this? And where's George? Have you seen him? He was pointing to the remains of a burned-out hut. They were George's shades.
Sunglasses. What are we gonna do with the chocolate?
He wouldn't have wanted it. These are George's shades, right? Has he been here?
Jaws!
Where is he now?
What's that?
What's that? It looks like the stone we bought from Paris, but it's different. Yes, it has a carving of an eagle. That clinches it. George must have found this stone in the Caribbean and managed to hide the stone when the village was attacked by Karzak's men. I hope to God that George was all right. Where's George? George has been here, right? He was pointing to the smoldering remains of a hut.
Alright.
It was a very hot and blackened stone. It was too hot to pick up.
Too hot to pick up. Alright, what's
I
this
didn't
one?
need the lantern since it was still daylight. Besides, it was broken. It was a smashed lantern, probably the cause of this destruction. It was too hot to pick up.
It's a water barrel?
I just didn't have the strength to tip that barrel. Hey, Shorty, make yourself useful and help me with this barrel. Thanks. Ashes. The thought that they might be human chilled me to the bone. I recognize that. It's the coyote stone.
Wait, what happened to George?
I had the coyote and jaguar stones. Titipoco had the eagle, according to the shaman. That's all we needed to deal with Tezcatlipoca. Pity he hadn't any ideas for dealing with Karzak.
I feel like we missed a lot of information.
What is it? Where are you pointing?
Was there a cutscene that we missed?
Ashes. Ashes. Ashes.
What was this lantern?
Ashes. Ashes. We arrived to find Georges being led up the stairs. We clearly didn't have much time.
How did this happen? Was there a cutscene that we missed? I'm very confused. Alright, we're at this pyramid plate. Alright, there's a rope. We're gonna need that, I'm sure. No, don't put it down.
The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid. The engine looked like it was supposed to power the lift. Would you like some chocolate, Titi Poco? It's good vintage. You're smarter than you look. How did you hook up with a maniac like Karzak in the first place?
Karzak? Whoop whoop loco!
Yes, he scares me too. It was an old electricity generator.
Alright, is there anything over here? Uh-oh.
Hey, señorita.
Too late. I had been seen. Bonjour, Capitaine.
Only Sergeant, pretty one. What are you doing here?
Snuggles said I could come here with him.
Snuggles?
Oh, I mean the general. We're, friends. May I go up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well,
Oh, please, I'd be ever so grateful.
I tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you to go up.
If Pablo saw me, I'd be dead. No, it's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
I could think of no reason why I would want to pull a heavy torch from the ground. The scaffold gantry went all the way.
Click on the button.
The button didn't seem to do anything.
What do we need to do with the rope?
I didn't want to push my luck by I really didn't want to talk to them. It looked like a fuel line.
Fuel line.
It was a small, screw-fit cylindrical housing. It was an old electricity generator.
Should we connect the rope to this? No, I guess not.
The button didn't seem to do anything. The cap was attached to the lift engine by a chain.
No.
The engine looked like it was supposed to... The engine looked like it was supposed to power the lift. The engine looked... It was a simple wooden platform lift. There was nothing I wanted. It was an old electricity. It was an old... It looked like a fuel line.
We cut the fuel line. Alright, we got some gas. Can we put that in the generator thing now? Yes. Grab the rope. Attach the rope to the lever? No.
The motor spluttered into life.
Very confused.
The engine was working okay, but it wasn't connected to the equipment lift.
She just shrugging. What? Okay, I don't see anything in my inventory that's gonna help.
The engine looked like it was supposed to power the lift. The engine looked...
Yes, I got that.
It was a simple wooden platform lift, used for shifting equipment, I presumed. The scaffold gantry went all the way up the... The scaffold gantry... The scaffold... The scaffold gantry...
Yes, I know.
The engine looked like it was supposed to power the lift. The cap was attached to the lift engine by a chain. There was a lever mounted on the side of the motor. The engine looked like it... The engine stopped dead. The engine looked like it was... The engine looked... It was an old electricity generator. There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
Oh.
Titipoco, I have an important job for you. Take this rope to the top of this scaffolding
I'm gonna make him
and
climb.
throw it over the top.
Rope.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
The motor spluttered into life.
Alright. It's working.
Titipoco, when I tell you, I want you to copy what I am doing.
Copy.
Alright, there we go. Let's probably save first.
Okay? Copy. Georges! I realized those bastards were going to sacrifice Georges to Tezcatlipoca over my dead body.
Okay, can I do something?
Thankfully, Georges was the only one to notice me.
Where are they? The eclipse is about to happen.
Patience. Your mother will be here soon and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
Yeah, Raoul.
The maniacs were going to sacrifice Georges!
Shut up, Stobart. Just shut up!
Calm down. He's no threat.
Hey, Raoul, why don't you do us both a favor and shoot Pablo?
You're very funny, Stobart. I haven't forgotten Marseille. When Karzak cuts your heart out, I'll be the one laughing.
I'll bet I'm not the only one due for the chop around here either. Hey, Raoul?
I'm warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped Georges wouldn't push him too far.
Who's Raoul?
The crates and drums were sealed, and I had no way of getting into them. Karzak's goons had left an ammunition belt lying around.
Interesting. What do we do with that?
It smelled coppery, like blood. The whole place stank. I couldn't get the belt into the flames without Pablo seeing me. If Pablo had seen me, he'd have killed me. It was as simple as that. General Raoul Graziento. I didn't fancy
Oh, it's the
Raoul's
general.
chances once Karzak didn't need him anymore. I wasn't going to risk being caught walking back down the stairs.
Okay.
There was nothing I wanted. The fuel from the severed line had formed a pool.
What if we use the gun belt with that? Is there anything to do here with these guys?
I really didn't want to talk to them. I really... If Pablo had seen... The fuel from the severed line had formed a pool.
Oh, we can take this now. Oh? Fire? No. No gas. Okay. Gotta use your buddy again.
Titipoco, do you still have that lighter gun you pulled on me so amusingly?
Great. Alright, we started a fire.
What's going on over there? Do you need help, my pretty?
Nothing's wrong. I dropped, a cigarette butt. Everything is under control. I'll have the fire out in a minute or two.
Somehow I doubt that. Let's go and save. Alright. Throw the gun belts in. And now we should get out of here.
What's that? What's happening?
Trouble.
Give it up. The pyramid's surrounded.
I'll find out what the trouble is. Watch Stubber doesn't pull any tricks. If he does, shoot him in the head, not through the heart.
Why does it matter? He'll be dead either way.
His heart belongs to Tezcatlipoca.
That's not true. We just had dinner a couple of times.
Okay.
Non. The crates and drums.
Okay, now what?
That was no. There were a few sealed crates and drums. None of them looked like they might be useful. The crates and drums. The crates and.
We just gotta talk to him?
Drop the gun or I shoot!
Please, don't hurt me!
Don't worry yourself, my finger isn't loaded.
Nico, what are you doing here?
Firstly, I'm going to set Georges free, and then screw up Karzak's scheme.
No, I can't let you do that. Karzak has promised me power.
Raoul, wake up. The only thing Karzak has on offer is death. You may want to ask Oublier. Except you can't. Karzak murdered him.
You're lying. Oubier's in Europe.
Sure, he's in Europe. In London, on a mortuary slab with 2 bullet holes in him.
But Karzak promised. When he frees Tezcatlipoca, we'll all be granted great power.
Listen to her, Raoul. Karzak's insane.
I don't know. I need to think.
You've let your mother do your thinking for you up to now. You need to think for yourself. Your mother and Karzak think alike. There's only one expendable member of the plan left, and that's you.
Mother would never betray me.
Oh, I'm tired of trying to reason with you, Raoul. Titipoco. Watch this man, and if he makes a move, shoot him with your gun. Hold still, Georges. I don't want to sacrifice you by accident.
Alright.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you.
They were going to cut your heart out. I think I can guess. We can save the happy reunions for later. We've got to move. Come on!
Can we pick up the general's gun?
We're safe.
This is a dead end.
We're toast. I know, Titipoco. I'm not too happy here either.
He knows this is Tezcatlipoca's pyramid, the house of the enemy.
Well, we can't stay here like rats in a trap.
And we can't go out the way we came in. It would be suicide. I'll have a look round. Maybe there's another way out. In the meantime... Take this. It's the Coyote Stone. It might bring you luck, I hope.
You managed to recover the stones from the village? Then we might have a chance after all. Incidentally, what would Titipoco have done if Graciento had moved?
Titipoco? Nothing. He's given up violence. This was a time for action, not talk. There was a large image on the wall of a man in ceremonial garb. More usefully, there were also a couple of levers. Oof! The lever was very difficult to move and appeared to do nothing anyway. Heave! Still no.
I think we gotta pull them together.
Georges?
Yeah?
Georges, I can only pull one lever at a time, and I think we need to pull both together.
Okay, I'm up for that.
Saw that coming.
Raoul, there's something suspicious. This sacrifice! Where is it?
Nico was here with Titipoco. They set him free. I couldn't stop them.
You idiot! I should have strangled you at birth. Titipoco's gone soft. He wouldn't have hurt you.
I know that.
The darkness of the sun is almost upon us, and we have no sacrifice to appease Tezcatlipoca. Have you any idea what your incompetence will cost us?
I think so. And I'm glad.
What?
The Mayans weren't fools. Tezcatlipoca should stay exactly where they put him.
Finally got some backbone from somewhere, huh? Shame it's so late in the day.
I'd rather die than see you and Karzak with that devil's power.
Fine, we're still a sacrifice short. See, the eclipse begins. Pablo, kill him! Tezcatlipoca can feed upon his yellow heart.
Nico was right all along, but it's still not too late.
Come on then, Pablo. Let's see who sacrifices who.
What place is this? I was in some sort of strange room. Tiles and dials. The priests who designed this place must have known how to use them. I was going to have to figure it out for myself if I ever wanted to get out of here.
Tiles and dials, huh? Alright, well, there's this slide thing that we came out of.
The room was dominated by an enormous device. Decorated with the usual Mayan motifs, it held two great discs, each covered in glyphs.
Okay.
There were several tiles with glyphs on them. The tile didn't want to move. The tile didn't want to move. The tile moved slightly.
Okay, those two are together.
There was a statue of a monkey. Some sort of religious significance? The monkey held a board containing more tiles with colored glyphs on them. The tile didn't move at all. The tile didn't want to move. The tile didn't want to move. The tile did. The tile. The tile. The dial didn't...
Okay, it didn't want to move. I got it. Can we rotate these? Yes, but why? Okay. So we have this symbol here. Here's one. That one.
The dial didn't want to move.
Oh. Okay. We need to get this one, I think. That was an interesting sound. Okay, that plus whatever this is. Okay. Why did that one push that back out? Okay, let's try this again. Push that tile. Alright. Now this one.
The dial moved inwards and clicked home.
Okay.
Et voilà! Georges once told me that there's a knack to finding secret doors. I think I'm beginning to get the hang of it.
Alright, folks, we finally got there. That was remarkably tedious, but decent puzzle. Just tedious. Alright, let's move on.
So I thought, this is it, you know? This is true love. Anyway, I have to leave for a few weeks, and when I come back, what do I find? Damn right. And with who? Labano, that creep.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Oh, heck. Looks like another dead-end titty poco. Any ideas? I was hoping for something a little more constructive. Never mind, I'll have a look around.
Alright, well, there's obviously something here that we can pick up. Looks like a torch. Or firework.
I had nothing else I wanted to ask the little guy. A really creepy statue. The figure held a skull and a bowl, probably for a heart to go in. Yuck! There was something interesting lurking in the shadows, but I couldn't make out what it was. There was something interesting. There was nothing up there.
Right. Ask him to light the torch again.
Look, I need to light this torch. Can you do something clever with a couple of sticks, or flint and tinder, or... or a cheesy novelty cigarette lighter, as it turned out. A really creepy statue.
Okay, what do we got here?
Well, there was nothing else to do around here, so I pulled the lever.
Pull the lever, Gronk. Wrong lever!
Nothing's happened. Oh, I hate that. Don't you hate that? Did it, Poco? Oh my...
Why do we even have that lever?
Great. I had no idea where I was, no idea where the others had got to, and time was running out to stop Karzak. Still, I wasn't dead yet, so it wasn't all bad news.
Alright, we have fire. Looks like there's another torch we can light.
The torch could stay there until I really needed it. There was a lever on the wall.
Why not?
A stone slab that must have weighed tons sealed the door.
We can open and close the door.
Every time I think this place can't get any spookier, it does. Another one of those stone levers.
So what does this one close? Interesting.
There was nothing I could do to the carving, even if I'd wanted to. How rapoosh. The carving reminded me of Lane for some reason. Charming.
2 handles this time.
Lovely. Looks like my school gym teacher. The statue looked like it doubled as an incense burner.
Incense burner.
The statue looked like...
Alright, there's another door over here, it looks like. And we're back here again.
The torch could stay... What's with the 2 levers? Okay, all the doors are open now. The statue looked like it... A stone slab that must have weighed tons sealed the door.
Ay.
The doorway was sealed with a massive slab of stone. Another doorway led out of the room.
Another doorway? This one?
Yes, finally! I'm out of here.
Alright. Let's save the game.
Once more into the unknown. There was a lever camouflaged within the wall design.
Another lever.
Cool. Onwards and downwards, Mr. Stobart. This was it. The pyramid's central chamber. Its dark heart. Once before in my life, I'd stood in front of a door and thought, this is it. If I go through there, I'm going to die. I'd been wrong then. I hoped I was wrong now. This was the door that led to the central chamber. And the smoking mirror.
And you dropped the torch, why? Can I save the game? Oh boy. I guess that's it. That last sequence there felt a little bit rushed after those tedious puzzles inside the pyramid. I thought we were gonna have to like go through some kind of action sequence or something to put the stones in. Okay. Interesting ending. Interesting game. Huh. Well, let's see. Overall story, not bad. I don't think it was necessarily as good as the first game. Like I said in my adventure game ranking video I did a couple weeks ago. But it was definitely good. I thought the writing was decent. There were a couple things that just really confused me, like that transition from finding the stone in the cave to just all of a sudden George being kidnapped and the village burnt down. I don't know if we missed a cutscene or clicked through it or something by accident, but felt like the puzzles were pretty good in this game. Definitely more, probably better ones than the first game. There were a couple good ones in the first game too, but I gotta think about it, ponder it a little bit more before I pass a final judgment. But I have to say, like I said, I think the first game had a better story, and I think that this one had better puzzles, maybe even better pacing. There wasn't as much freedom to go back and forth like there was in the first game, though. Not necessarily a bad thing. We had some inventory items that were just useless. Like the underwear, we never did anything with that. The coal, we shot out of the slingshot, but we didn't really need to. So that's okay though. I mean, not every item needs to get used. That's part of the fun. Just having some random things to mess with. Is this a cutscene or end credit thing, or? Oh, I guess that's just the end of the game. All right, folks. Well, yeah, that's gonna wrap up Broken Sword 2. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Not sure what our next adventure game is gonna be. We're still working on Rosewater, although I really just not enjoying that game. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through that, or if I'm even going to continue doing it on the channel. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do next. It's going to be a while before we do Broken Sword 3 or the next Sam & Max, I think. There's a few other things that we might go back and pick up 3 Minutes to Midnight, because I did that, the first part of the game, a long time ago at this point, and I do want to get back into that at some point. Although I really do want to go back and play another classic, something that I haven't done before, like I don't know, maybe Full Throttle or The Dig or something. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Anyway, for now, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day.